The answer is yes. Yes, you should move on.
A lot comes up for me when I watch this video. First of all, you'll see in the comment that the person is asking, we've been together 4 months and he hasn't said that he loves me yet. Should I move on? And the person recording the video says a very simple yes, like a very definitive yes. And what comes up for me is that we don't have enough context in order to provide advice for that person who's asking the question. What else comes up for me is that when we do provide a definitive yes and that kind of advice, is that we're investing in the outcome of whatever they are choosing, because we want that outcome for them. And lastly, I just want to address that 4 months might not be enough time for some people to get to know somebody else enough to share I love you.
It's a big deal for a man to say I love you. A woman can say it whenever she wants because there is no expectation from the man. He will treat you the same whether you say it or not. He won't question your love. Just being with him is enough. Remember, actions speak louder than words.
Apparently, there are some women on TikTok giving other women some bad advice about how to get guys to commit. This advice often includes trying to make them jealous of the other men that are trying to pursue you. And I guess it's supposed to create some sense of urgency. You know, because you might go to Johnny's house tomorrow if he doesn't ask you to be his girlfriend. But you know what that guy's thinking? That guy's thinking, well, if you're willing to go see Johnny tomorrow, I must not be that special to you, so why don't you just go do that? Trust me, a man will drop you instantly. But a boy will stick around because he thinks that he might still have a chance to get the one thing that he wants. So ladies, if you want the man in the relationship with you, stop playing games. I can't say it enough. Stop playing games.
Ladies, stop playing games. Games are only fair when both sides know the rules. If a guy doesn't know what silly games you are playing or doesn't know the rules, then you put him in a losing situation. If you set someone up for failure, don't get angry when they stop playing and move on.
If a guy is not literally obsessed with you, we don't fuck with him.
This is some of the most asinine, beetle-headed, nonsensical crap I have heard in a long time. Oh, and by the way, you forgot to turn off the save video function, even though you turned off stitches and duets. For years, you ladies have talked about how needy and desperate and weird and thirsty we guys are. And now all of a sudden you turn around and say we have to be obsessed with you. As in, we have to call you 24/7. We have to touch you and be at your beck and call 24/7. We have to give you stuff and buy you stuff 24/7. What do y'all want? Because you're sending out all kinds of crazy mixed signals. And no, it ain't just this girl. There's a lot of women who are co-signing this. This dating pool ain't getting any better because of nonsense like this.
An obsession is a persistent, disturbing preoccupation with an often unreasonable idea or feeling, and that's not a good thing. If you show too much interest in someone, it can come across as needy or desperate, which she won't respect. She wants your total attention, but the second you give it to her, she will become bored with you and start looking for someone who is more of a challenge. A confident woman doesn't need a lot of attention to make her feel good.
What you can tell about a man based on where he takes you for the first date.
How about we not make any assumptions and just take some time to get to know the person? How about that?
It's just a first date. Get to know each other first and see if it's something worth pursuing. Plus, you don't know what's going on in his life. Maybe he's really busy, but likes you and is willing to make time for you where he can. Maybe he's struggling financially this week and can't afford to take you somewhere nice. Be patient. If he likes you and your expectations aren't unreasonable, he will make up for it next time.
When he does come over to you, you need to make sure that you give him the right amount of resistance.
Okay, guys, this is terrible advice he's giving, right? So basically he's saying when you come over and say hi to me, I should sort of put the hand up and say, and give you some resistance. You just decide to come over and talk to me, and I'm just going to play games and ignore you? I think not. That's terrible advice!
If a guy comes over to you, just be yourself. Being polite and friendly shows that you are a decent person. If you start playing games straight away, he may see you as immature or high maintenance, and you might drive him away.
Bad dating advice, part 5. Act like you don't care. You know what, this advice will end up getting you? alone. You're missing out on so many good people. Why on earth would you act the complete opposite of how you feel, especially when you're on that first date? At the end of the day, if you act like you don't care when you do care, the only thing you're really doing is you're playing yourself.
Exactly. How many times do I have to say this? Stop playing games with each other. Men cannot read minds, and we don't know the difference between someone who doesn't care and a nice person who is pretending not to care. We all like attention, and that's what he's doing. He's giving you his time and attention. If he doesn't get a return on that investment, then don't get upset when he invests his time and attention elsewhere. If you like what you just watched, then please consider subscribing. I'm the AI Sigma guy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.